welcome back. Now we are moving down the timeline a bit, and we're going to go to the period of 1930 to 1970. Now this is when Utah started to become a vacation destination. Now whether you like to ski, snowboard, hike, bike, go to national parks, or see the cities, it doesn't matter. It's all here. To tell us a little bit more about the role that tourism plays, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Leigh von der Esche.
And she shall believe on, and she shall be a good woman.
Thank you.
She shall believe on, in tradition with a family plan. And she shall believe on, and she shall be a good
Very good
woman.
song.
Yeah.
Nice choice.
She shall believe on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your very own song.
Very own song. That's quite
Leigh
good.
von. Thank you. So what's the biggest draw to our state?
Scenic beauty, absolutely. That's what brings them to the state originally, and then you'd have to say it's the people that keeps them coming back. I think it's a combination of great people, great beauty, and everything so accessible.
That's true. I completely agree with you. Now, the brand slogan for the last few years has been Life Elevated. Now, what does that mean to you?
You know, Utah Life Elevated has been the perfect brand for Utah, and actually Reader's Digest in a poll of 50 states ranked it as #1 for brand slogan. Because Life Elevated is not just national parks and the greatest snow on earth, but it's also what you feel when you go to a Red Butte Garden concert in the summer, or if you hear the Mormon Tabernacle Choir, or hear the symphony at Deer Valley, or just stroll around downtown Salt Lake City on a spring day. That's a life-elevated experience.
Definitely. How has branding changed over the years?
Well, I think we brought along some pictures to show some of the early work. Now, I wasn't involved in this, but I think they were going to bring up some of our earlier work for the state.
Do we have some of those? Yeah, I think we are. Okay, so
Maybe.
we'll look at those later.
All right, we'll look
If
at those
not
later.
now.
There we go.
Okay.
Like I said, I was not involved with these, but looks a lot like my mother. But as you can see, we had Welcome to Utah signs very early on.
It looked like the slogan was Please drive carefully for a while.
Well, it could have been. Yep, and it
Good
continued.
idea.
It seemed to be a hit, so
Brilliant.
it carried forward.
They don't listen to that in Utah County.
See, and then
Tell
we
you that.
went to Welcomes You, and a woman on top there, Monument Valley, being displayed. And then, of course, we had a centennial, which was celebrated in 1996.
We got quite a few
And
here.
we have quite a few. Welcome to Utah during the Olympics. I think Lane will remember those signs that went up for the Olympic in 2002. And then we've kind of switched over, and with the new Utah Life Elevated, we've kind of updated it, gone a little retro, and been able to show Life Elevated around the state quite well. And the greatest snow on earth, you can't beat that for skiing.
So we've got the snow, the national parks. Is there anything else that, I mean, how many national parks do we have? We have about
We have five
right?
national parks, 43 state parks that I think rival national parks in other states. We've got great water sports. We've got music. The music scene in Utah is unbelievable. And of course, art gallery strolls. And Downtown Rising is not a bad thing to have seen with City Creek opening most recently.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It is going to boost our ability to market the state even more.
That's great. Well, let's talk about national parks. I mean, Zion was created in when, 1919?
1919, and the last park, Capitol Reef, was in 1965. So they've been over the decades, and they've brought 195 million people to Utah over the years since our
How do
national
you get that number?
Right off the top of my head.
Okay, that's good. You count them as they come through?
Yeah, I count them when I
Good,
come through.
good. Now, how tough is it, the competition for the tourism dollars, how tough is it with other states?
Well, there's a lot of competition. I mean,
Who's our competition?
Well, our friends to Las Vegas City alone has $200 million to market. But we're without peer. We like to say the greatest snow on earth. And I think people see how accessible we are. They certainly saw during the Olympics how wonderful people are here in the state. Friendliness, safety, scenic beauty, they're great selling points.
Definitely. Now, Leigh, I want you to stick around for our next guest. Will you do that?
I will do that.